Hi, I'm Dave from Military Antiques Toronto, and today I'm going to show you some of the items that, well, walked in the door, picked up at shows, boot sale outside. It's all good, just more stuff, right? In case you're wondering about the blank space behind me, it's because we went through a pile of stuff that was on the shelf trying to clean up, haven't put it back yet. Had to reprice the stuff, just move the product, and if you're paying attention, you'll see the product, some of the prices dropped. Some of it I was just like, I have too much stuff. Like I have way too much stuff coming in the door and way too much stuff on the shelf. So it's kind of time to get rid of some of it. So I can replace it with other stuff that is sitting in a container. So anyways, on my right, your left, pair of boots that walked in the door, pilot's boots. I think these are 41 pattern if I remember correctly. The soles aren't the best. They've been ridden hard, put away wet. They are named inside. These are not on the website yet. They have Air Ministry zips, which is good. They should have that. I think they also use lightning zips, but don't quote me on that. Oh yeah, the other one's Air Ministry, and this one is Dot. No, it's also Air Ministry marked. And there's no name in this one, but that has a name tag in it. So they're not perfect. They certainly are what they are. They're perfect for display, and they'll be priced accordingly. So those will be on the website. By the time you see this video, which will be tomorrow, which will be Wednesday, because I can't get to editing it today, I'm too busy. These will be on the website for sale. So nice pair of RAF boots, not that common. So there's those. Because normally you find the black ones or the escape boots, type boots that you can cut off the top part and make them into shoes. In this case, they're the brown ones, so they're brown suede. They're not that common. This walked in the door. I think we photoed it. I believe we have, yeah. And that'll be on the website tomorrow too, because I know it's not listed yet. Gentleman brought it in, wasn't sure what it is. I think someone's plated it. I'm sure someone's plated it. I guess they wanted to plate it for parade. It is a Italian cavalry sword. 1870 pattern or something like that, 1871. Again, someone's plated it. Unfortunately, I do not see a maker on here. It could use a good oiling, and the scabbard has a couple little door dings on it. There is no maker, unless I'm blind, which is possible. You know what? I got my glasses on. Yeah, see, everyone's laughing at me. Yeah, I guess I'm blind. Whatever. It's all good. Very unusual little hole here to put your thumb in, obviously when charging. So just like that. Personally, I think you break your thumb, but maybe that's just for when you're on parade. But whatever. So nice little Italian cavalry sword. I just got to find somebody who collects Italian stuff. So maybe one day I'll find someone. I don't know. We'll see. So there's that. I bought this. The museum needed it for display. They thought they could get away with a Canadian helmet for Bosnia. And I'm like, no, they use PazJet helmets. And they painted them blue. So I bought this for a museum. It is named inside with a Canadian service number, so it's definitely the guy was there. I'm just trying to see if I can find, it's a size medium. PazJet helmet, date, 1988 it's dated. And the typical Canadian pin on the side for pulling it from your grenade. So early helmet. I'm told that this is this is one of the first batches that they painted. They've used paint from Home Depot because that was sent over because that's what they had. So the blue is slightly darker than theoretically should be, but you know what? I didn't do it. It's the way I got it. It is what it is, and the goal is to sell the stuff, so off it goes, right? But it's already spoken for, so you're not going to see this on the site. Thanks, Frank. This was a show purchase. It was the right price. I couldn't say no. I need it like a hole in the head. It is a Signals Officer's Busby. And it had some chin chains on, which were very civilian. Someone just stuck them on there for presentation. I think I have a set of officers' chin scales I'll put with it, which I don't normally do, truthfully. I think I have a badge with a plume in a display case behind the camera. I'm not sure. I think I do. But I'm not going to bother that. Yeah, I think I see it from here. I'm not going to bother because I don't like putting stuff together, because then you get a reputation for it, and it's just easier to sell it as it is. So, you know what? I probably wouldn't put the chin scales on it. I'll just sell it as is. It was the right price, so I bought it. So it's got the dark blue bag, and that does come out. I'm not going to bother. It is named inside, and if I'm correctly, oh, there's a size 22 3/4. Yeah, 22 3/4, and it's named inside to Routecliffe, and it's a B824327 number. I did not look it up in the book to see what number that, what unit that corresponds to. It's probably a signals unit, but nice officers. Well, it can't be officers because it's a B number, but it's a nice, very nice condition. It's an officer's. He got issued this. It's an officer's. It's an officer's quality. It's an officer's liner. It's a very nice signals helmet. So that'll get listed on the website. Well, not today or tomorrow, but it will get listed eventually. Some gentleman walked in, he emailed me, wanted $5 million for this because he saw that I had one on my website, and I'm trying to tell him, I said, you know, come see me because there's some other stuff involved. And he brought it in, and I wanted to inspect it, and he's like, oh, you have this on your website for X amount of thousands of dollars, so I want thousands of dollars. I had to tell him, like, it's not the same badge as listed on the website. That's a pilot observer's badge. That's not a pilot observer's badge. And this has repairs. So it's got the pins repaired on the Eagle, unfortunately. I'll strip the belt off. I don't normally do that, but in this case, everything's coming off this belt carefully because it's not a military belt per se, and it's just been stuck on here. So that will get stripped, but there's the pilot observer's badge. As you can clearly see, the pins on the Eagle's outstretched wings, both of them are both of them have been repaired. Nothing tremendously exciting else on the belt. There's a Van Duze cap badge. It's King's Crown, which is a nice addition. But you know, I bought this, and I think he kind of cried at first, but I paid him. And most of these cap badges I have, truthfully, so that'll get pulled and listed soonest. Also came with the same guy is a Three Rivers slip-on Trois Rivières for battle dress. Not something you find every day. It's a harder to get unit. During the war, as you can see, Three Rivers, and the slip-on, the straps are still on the back. This is an anomaly. It's the 1st Canadian Armored Brigade or something like that. It's not supposed to be on a 3rd Div patch. This unit only existed for 6 months, supposedly, according to the experts. It's been on this patch forever. It's the way I got it. It's the way it'll be sold. It's not supposed to be on this patch, but it is. So someone in the 3rd Division was part of this and said, yeah, well, I'm going to put that on. 100% original. It is what it is, so sell it as such. Yeah, like where to go. So this is cool. All right, so I have this guy's portrait. British Royal Naval Reserve officers. You can see in the picture the RNR on the badge. Beautiful little badge, right? Beautiful, beautiful studio portrait. So what's neat is this came with it. So he obviously is proud of his service, put his service stripes on there, put his officer's cap badge on, and his medals. So he's got a trio with the Navy Long Service, and his name's on there. So he had it all embroidered, or his mother did it, or girlfriend, whatever. That's pretty cool. And what does it say? Let's see. It is second-hand Royal Naval Reserve. His name's Roach, obviously, as you probably saw that. And the other medals are Stoker and the Long Service. Of course, I have to look at that. Is I'm not going to bother. So there you go. But what's neat is that it's all one guy's stuff, and the portrait of him, nicely framed. That I picked up at a show. That was a boot sale, I guess you'd call it. Nice grouping. I do have his service records from the archives in London, so that'll be sold with it and photoed. That'll be up in the next couple days. So another thing to get to, right? Decisions. Which one to do first? They're both cool. I don't collect Navy stuff, but this is cool. So, champagne bottle. so what, right? Broken champagne bottle. But what's cool is 16th of April 42, and then there's this tiny little silver plaque down here which is hallmarked, and it says presented to Dorothy Taylor Blythe on the occasion of the launching of the Fairmile Patrol Boat Q079, James J. Taylor and Sons Limited, Toronto, Little Burks, and silver hallmarked. What's neat is I've never seen one of these before in my life. I thought that was very cool. So right there on the plaque, nice little hallmark right there, Burks right there, clearly says it, it's presented to them. And look, that's cool. Like, I don't collect wine bottles, but I've never had a ship's christening plaque. So that's kind of neat. And I know it's not a ship, it's well, it is a ship, whatever. It's a QPT boat, MTB boat, motor torpedo boat. So it's a Fairmile patrol boat for Q079. I've not looked up the boat to see what it did, but I think that's cool. That's something you don't find. So I bought that. I also bought this, and this is already spoken for, though he hasn't seen everything on it, and I haven't told him the price, but I already know it's going to a museum, so it doesn't matter. Right, I don't get a lot of Navy stuff in general, but that's neat. So this is like a field message pad for the Navy, which is what we used in the Army, field message pad. Yes, I was in the Army a long time ago, when I had hair. So obviously it says his name on it right here, able-bodied seaman Jackson. I have his dog tag, I have his medals, and I have a patch. We'll get back to that. Look, it says HMCS Haida. That's kind of neat with his service number. Now, it's empty. He took some pages out, wrote on them, obviously, and used them, which is what a field message pad is for. You can see the slot for the pencil right there. I don't have the pencil, unfortunately. So that's cool. Again, I don't get a lot of Navy stuff. So here we have his Naval Pay and Medical and Dental Record and Identity Book. So we open her up. Oh, look, it says Jackson, Ordinary Seaman with a service number, HMCS Staticona, and then overstamped HMCS Haida. 11th of January 45 with the Haida. I've never seen one of these, so I haven't been able to look through that. Nicely stamped right there. And it also stamped, written right there. Ordinary Seaman, service number, etc. Double stamped, so you can see where it was issued in red, and then it overstamped with the HMCS Haida. So that's kind of cool, actually. And again, I've never seen one of these, or never had one. Dog tag, ID disc, whatever you want to call it. There you go, Jackson, Seaman with the service number. Kind of neat. Being landlocked here in Toronto, landlocked, right? Well, we're not, but you know what I mean. You don't find a lot of this stuff, so. And then we got his medals. Okay, there's no name medal on here, so you know I can't prove these are his, but they came all together, so I have no reason to disbelieve them. What's cool is this. So it's a ship's crest for HMCS Haida by Crestcraft, right? Really cool multi-piece construction, right? What's neat is on the back, he wrote his name, and he's from Workworth, and postal code, and Crestcraft, P.O. box, everything. Very cool. I've not had one of these. Again, this group is already spoken for, because I have a customer who loves this stuff. So very cool piece. More stuff, that's all it is, right? I do have more videos to do. I'm hoping to get to them today. If it doesn't go too insane, maybe I'll get to it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, thanks for looking. Follow me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Check out my website, militaryantiquestoronto.com. It's always cheaper on the website. You never know what's going to walk in the door when you have a retail store. And then you got to get it listed, get it off the floor. That's always the problem, or off the counters. So as I look at it, the sea of containers of stuff that has to be put away or processed, it's one thing after another, and then piles of other stuff. It's a bit silly. Anyways, thanks for looking. Take care. Bye.